The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman men's golf coach Randy Wylie, I'm Danielle Wylie, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Coach Wylie has released the 2021 spring schedule for his team. And Coach, it feels like it's been a long 10 months since we sat down and did any kind of interview for a preview, but now you have a schedule that you're able to look forward to. What was kind of your mindset trying to put together this schedule, knowing, it is tough to try to find tournaments to play in right now?
We just wanted to find the most competitive schedule that could benefit, our players the most. And we have put together, I think, a really good schedule, really competitive. Strength of schedule should be no problem. We'll be playing against most of the best teams in our region. So we're looking forward to it.
In the back half of the schedule, you get to stay in Tennessee, which has kind of been the norm for the past few seasons. But early on, you are going to take on regional competition, like you mentioned, outside of the state. How important are those first two events where you're trying to really set your foot in that regional play?
The first two events are critical for us, so we're going to have to really rely on our experience and toughness, and really work hard on being prepared and being really smart and being healthy. We need to take healthy teams to those tournaments so that we can compete at a really high level. So we're really excited about that. We're going to Southwest Georgia's tournament down in Albany, Georgia, the Hurricane, and then we're at the Lander Bearcat Classic. Those should both be really good fields, both a little south of here, and hopefully some really good weather, and we'll be able to get off to a good start. And then, like you said, the rest of the spring is all in Tennessee. Especially nice having the conference championship in Tennessee this year. So that's really good for our fans and the parents and the kids. They'll be playing golf courses that they know, and even if we weren't to start great, we have lots of opportunities on courses that we've had a lot of success, in the future.
When you talk about success, that's kind of been the story for the program at the Bobby Nichols Intercollegiate. You do play against a mostly Division I field there, but you are playing at the home course. How nice is it to have that kind of being the middle part of this spring schedule where you can kind of reconvene on the home course? It's
one of our favorite events of the year. The kids are really excited about it every year. We've played very well in that event, so we got to kind of keep that string going where we're finishing in the top three every year. It's really fun to see them play some different teams. The rest of the schedule is very much going to be 15 teams or so from our region in almost every event. So to play kind of outside of that will be really fun for everybody. Last year, the conference tournament was supposed to take place in Tazewell. Obviously, with the ongoing pandemic, that canceled it. But to have the conference tournament so close to home, how crucial is that for the team, really kind of knowing the lay of the land with that course? It's fantastic. Almost all the parents will get to go attend the event, which is great. We've already been this fall and played it. So, and a lot of the kids play junior tournaments there. We have a lot of East Tennessee kids that course hosts some different junior events and high school events and stuff like that. So it's really nice to play a course that everyone has had some experience on. And we've also played their tournament, not with this particular group, but a few years ago we won a big tournament there. So we've had some good coaching experience on that golf course too. And I feel like the one goal that you have every year with your team is to make it to that regional tournament. The regional tournament is still set to happen this season after it was canceled last year. But with the group that you have coming in, the adversity they've had to face, how do you see their strength hopefully building throughout this spring to get to that level once again? Well, it's interesting. We've lost a couple of players to COVID that won't be back, that may have been possibly could have been starters. But fortunately, we had recruited really well, and we've got a lot of good depth. So we're going to be really depending on a couple of our younger players to either get in the lineup or push the older players to play at their best. So however that works out, whether it's a freshman or sophomore stepping in the lineup and producing, or whether they're pushing the more experienced older players to play at a high level, we've got to depend on that competitiveness in practice and in all our tournaments to try to prepare and do well enough throughout the whole season to make it to the NCAA regionals. And this fall hasn't been ideal in any
way, shape, or form not getting to play in the tournaments, but how important has the inter-squad competition been in order to try to prepare for the spring?
We had a very productive fall, given that we didn't have any team events. Fortunately, there was a lot of schools and conferences around the country that didn't have team events, so there was some amateur events that individually that popped up, and most of my kids went and played in one or more of those, and a couple of them had big wins in tournaments, which was really nice to see. So, you know, we were able to get some things done this fall in spite of being limited from a team competition.
It's nice to be able to look forward to the spring, have at least 5 events to look forward to at present standing. So, Coach, thank you so much for joining me to break that down.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to playing this spring and being healthy.
Fingers crossed that we do get that spring schedule in. He is Coach Randy Wylie. I'm Danielle Whaley, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.